What Disney characters would PBA bowlers be? Part 2. What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Pooski and welcome back to another video and welcome back to another Disney PBA collab video. Well, it's not a collab because I'm not getting paid for it from Disney or PBA, but it is what it is. What Disney characters would PBA bowlers be? Part 2, but you could say part 3 of the whole series because we did the whole Cars universe in the first video. Go check that one out. Go check out part 1 of the Disney characters PBA bowlers while we get into part 2 right now. And I'm not going to lie, I enjoy doing the research for this and I love doing these videos because it's a little bit out of the box. It's not your typical bowling video where I'm just bowling and I'm talking about bowling balls. No, I'm actually having fun with it and putting things that you would not put together. Who would put Disney characters with the PBA? Only Pooski. You know what you should do since I'm doing that? Subscribe. Without further ado, let's stop the talking and get into it. First bowler we're starting off with today is Darren Tang, Mr. YouTube himself. This man has been popping off on YouTube, okay? Wish you could pop off on a PBA tour like that, but it is what it is. Officially switched to the two-handed style and hopefully, crossing our fingers that he will get back on a PBA telecast and he gets a PBA title. What character would I put Darren Tang to be? You might not see this one coming. Starting off a little bit shaking and a little bit Timon from Lion King.
Hey, what's going on here?
Why do I say that? Both of them are very fun and very entertaining. If you have not subscribed to Darren Tang's channel, what are you doing? If you have not watched a video on Darren Tang's channel, what are you doing? The man has great content out there. Jesse, I gotta give you a hand because you're part of the whole mastermind and masterfulness of that channel, and he has a positive outlook on life, just like Timon and Pumbaa. Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
You just look at the positive things in life. Although he's struggling on the PBA tour, he still comes out with great videos and doing great things. He's vlogging still, showing us the behind the scenes, showing that bowlers are real people too. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and get into some female bowlers, okay? This whole time I've been talking about male bowlers, but yeah, we have the PWBA tour. Yes, they're going through some things. There's no longer membership and but there is still a PWBA tour. These pro women are still out here and they probably could kick some of you house shot bowlers' tails, if you wanna be honest. I'm being so serious. But we're going to start off with the GOAT, Liz Johnson. Words can't describe how great this woman is in bowling style. Like, Liz Johnson is a living legend on the PWBA and even in the PBA. She just reigns supreme. She truly does. And I gave her Belle, aka my favorite Disney princess, okay? And if you got a problem with that, so I'm just playing. Why did I give her Belle? Because she is humble but confident, okay? Both of them are strong-willed. She's not out there knowing that she's a great bowler and just putting it in front of everybody's face like, yeah, I'm like that. No, she's just like, I know I can get beaten on any given day, but yet right now I know I'm a great bowler. And I know that when it comes down to it, I truly am one of the greats. And when it came to Belle, she was a smart woman, but yet she doesn't shove it in people's face. She doesn't be all out there being too big for her britches and being like, I shouldn't talk to you because I'm too good for you. Never that. She is a friendly person helping everybody out, talking to the librarian. You know, that's the main thing with these two that I truly look at, is just that humble aspect, because you have a lot of bowlers who get cocky, but those great bowlers that bowl in tournaments all around on all different patterns, you have some that get to all the way up here and they're just like, but then you have those like Liz Johnson that are humble. They stay mellow. They know that they're good, but they don't have to shove it in your face. Are cool people at the end of the day and down to earth, and that is how Princess Belle is, even when she became a princess. I guess that works. Next, we have another woman bowler, and we have Miss Kelly Kulick, one of the PWBA greats, one of the PBA major champions. Yes, a woman has won a PBA major championship trophy.
Kelly has done it. Let's see if she can do it with more strikes. How about 5 in a row? How about that, America?
And you know what that means? She has ice in her veins. The woman's like that. Yes, I do believe Liz Johnson has a PBA championship. Also, I do believe Kelly Kulick, she's like that. She's like that for real. She gives me Princess Elsa. Due to the fact that she's very independent. She goes on her own path and she just does her. She does her. She doesn't try to copy people. She doesn't try too hard. She just does what she does, and that's what it is. And like I said, she's ice cold. So who else is cold? Elsa. I mean, she literally does ice. I don't think it's in her blood, but she has ice powers. And these two women are both masters at their style, masters at their craft. Elsa, it took her a minute to figure out how to use her ice powers. Had a whole thing with Anna, gave her a nice little gray streak in her hair because, you know, she couldn't control the powers. And with Kelly Kulick, you don't become a great bowler overnight. You don't. No matter how easy it looks on TV, no matter how easy it looks when you go to a bowling alley, because you have a lot of people, you have so many people that pisses me off. Just go out there and be like, oh, I could do that. Oh, it's just 12 strikes in a row. I could throw a 300. Do it then. All of a sudden they throw it right in the gutter. It's like, yeah, shut up. Shut up. But yet these two women, they mastered their craft, ice powers, bowling, and became one of the greats, I guess you could say. All right, next we're going to another great.
But this time we're going back to male, okay? We're going back to male.
And we're going to talk about this man, Norm Duke. And Norm Duke is a living legend. The man just retired 2 years ago now, 3 years ago now, and looks like he's having more fun on the sidelines than he was on the lane, especially in his later years. Even though he was still at the top of his game, the man was still bowling up here. Like, he was making #1 seeds on television shows still. 40 PBA titles, 7 PBA majors. What character could I give this man? It kind of came to me simply, not because of the look. I know some people might be like, oh, that's messed up, but it's not because of the look.
Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you?
The character that I found the most similar to Mr. Norm Duke is Yoda.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Why do I say Yoda, and why do I say that in a Palpatine shirt? One, because this is the only Star Wars shirt that I really have. Let me show it off. Palpatine. Then on the back we have Execute Order 66. If you know, you know. Anyways, we're not talking about the dark side, we're on the light side, talking about Yoda and Norm Duke. Both of these are leaders. Both of these guys are leaders. They lead and they are wise. They both know how to use the Force. Norm Duke is what we call a straight player. Norm Duke throws down and in most times. He doesn't really hook the lane like that. And in bowling, the saying goes, straighter is greater, because giving that ball all types of angles sometimes isn't a good thing, because you leave nasty splits and you leave stupid 10-pin corner pins and all this stuff. Playing that straight line down and in, sometimes it's beautiful. And then seeing Norm Duke do it consistently, time and time again. I mean, I just said the man got 40 PBA titles. Mastering that level of bowling and mastering that game of bowling and that style of bowling is just like mastering the Force.
For my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is.
Becoming a great one and becoming one with the Force.
Feel the Force around you.